The Flash isn't even out yet, but with overwhelming positive responses from people that have seen it, whether it's internal testings, audience tests, and the recent CinemaCon screening, WB has set expectations high, and Andy Muschietti, the director of the film, revealed The Flash 2 is in development. Okay, I just want to clarify this. Just because it's in development right now, it doesn't mean it's guaranteed. We knew that Eternals 2 was in development right before the first film came out, but things took a different route once we saw the end result and the critics and all that. Is it still going to happen? Maybe. So what happens with The Flash? Well, as far as Muschietti is concerned, he said they're already talking about it. They got story ideas, they're planning things, but it's still one of those things that's down the road. He can't comment on it because there's going to be a ton of things that affect the end result and what they do next. He revealed that it's down to the reviews, the box office, and the initial success of the film. If it proceeds to follow expectations and what a lot of people are expecting it's going to do, then he says, we're going to start talking about The Flash. But also, he said you got to consider what's happening in other parts of the universe and what they're developing. And he references Peter Safran and James Gunn and what they're doing, and says that we got to get The Flash out, we got to see what the plans are, and despite what happens next, we got to look at the success of this to analyze if we do a sequel. Now, I think that this is honestly the smartest approach, because you can't announce Flash 2 yet. We still don't know how it's going to do. We don't know what happens with Ezra, and we don't know how the film ends yet. So there's a bunch of things that he can't reveal. If he just comes out and says, oh, it's a direct follow-up to The Flash, and we're going to have more Michael Keaton, and we're going to do this, then it kind of spoils the ending. And once again, they got to be real careful with the messaging of what happens with the actor who is front and center, and they got to be real careful with what the messaging is in regards to the future of the DCU. Because if this film does real good, it's a holdover from the DCEU. So are they going to look at it and go, well, I guess maybe people want that old universe, or do we just streamline this into the new one? How are people going to react? What happens with multiple projects like Aquaman and Blue Beetle now, and Flash in the future, and a new actor, the old actor, right? It's very confusing. So the good news is, at least they're thinking about Flash 2. The bad news is, it's a wait-and-see game. And I think that this is how WB has always handled it. You know, we've always called them a reactionary studio. This shows it. So I guess we just gotta wait and see. And by the end of June, I think we'll know more. Because by then, we'll have a lot of box office numbers to analyze and look at.